Ooh, I should turn the air off. Hi everybody. I think this is live. All right. Thank you for joining me for today's live lesson on every Tuesday. I do a little live lesson here on YouTube every Tuesday at
social posts like the troll
every Tuesday at 5:30 Eastern US time, but it's the same time every week. Thank you everybody. I'm going to put the chat up on my music stand this time so I don't have to be like looking over there this time. Hey everybody. Let's see. Cool. Well, I hope everybody's having a good holiday time. I don't know if it's almost Christmas. Holiday break is coming up. Hope you guys are all staying safe. So yeah, we're doing a little live lesson today, and we're going to do a lesson on slurs. As a reminder, if you're a channel member, I also do 2 extra live streams every month. Every other Saturday, I do a live lesson where I teach a piece that I've recorded on my channel before. Last time I did the Color to You waltz. Oh, I can't demonstrate right now because I'm in a different tuning. And then I do also like a Q&A and just chat live stream. So if you want to become a member, there's a link in the description, or you can hit the join button, and it would help me out a lot, and it's really fun. Hi everybody. Hi, Krister's here, and it's so nice seeing everybody. Wow, lots of people in the chat today. This is gonna be fun. So yeah, you can, if you want to become a member, you have access to 2 extra live streams if you like these live streams, and it also helps support me. So today's lesson we're doing ascending and descending slurs. So ascending just meaning going up, so like a hammer-on, a lot of times we call it on guitar, and descending going down, which a lot of times on guitar we call a pull-off. So we'll just be doing both here, and these are just a technique you use a lot in music that they're kind of difficult to do, and they're difficult in the left hand, so it's good to do exercises for them. So I'll show you some of my favorite exercises for getting good left hand slurs. Let's see. All right, cool. So these slur exercises that I do, I always start with my first finger on the 2nd fret, and I just do the inner strings, just for no real reason. I start on the 2nd string. So I start on the 2nd string, 2nd fret with my first finger. And the first exercise that I really like is first finger is gonna go to a hammer on to 4th finger. Ugh. And then your 2nd finger is gonna go hammer on to the 3rd finger. So a couple things to keep in mind with this: make sure that you are playing your finger fast enough that it's making a noise on the string, because if you play too slow, it doesn't sound like anything. So you have to kind of strike the string accurately and also fast enough. Oh. That you can hear it. It should be the same exact sound as the first note that you played. So we're doing 1, 4. Ugh, I keep missing that one note. I haven't played guitar today, unfortunately. So this is kind of like my warm up. I'm not in E tuning. I'm in drop D tuning right now. But I'm not going to use my 6th string in this, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So 1 to 4, 2 to 3. That's our ascending. So 1, 4, 2, 3. I just have 1 finger on each fret. Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, so that's the ascending pattern. And then we're going to go just the opposite descending, which is 4, we're going to pull off to 1. 4 to 1, and then 3, 2. So just the opposite of what we did before. So 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2. And remember, keeping your fingers all at the same volume. So the difficulty with the ascending is playing the note fast and loud enough, fast enough that it's loud. But with descending, the pull off, make sure that you're kind of plucking the string almost with your finger so it's loud. Yeah, my guitar's in drop D right now because, yeah, Phil was practicing, but I was practicing I'm gonna record that one soon. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it in that tuning for now just because I'm going to practice again after this. So I have my heater on though, so it keeps coming out of tune. Anyway, so make sure that when you do the descending, you're plucking it enough that it's loud. So you're not just pulling your finger off, but you're kind of plucking it off so they're the same volume. But be careful also that they're not that they're the same volume and it's not, the second one isn't too loud, like kind of just sticking out. So we want all 4 of the notes to sound like the exact same volume. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, and so now that's the pattern. 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2. And then I'm just gonna move up a fret. And I'm moving up a fret each time until I get to the 7th fret. And now I'm going to go backwards. So I just did the same pattern up a fret each time until I get to the 7th fret, and I did the same thing down. And now I'm going to go to the 3rd string and do the exact same thing. So next string. Exercises because I feel like if you're a beginner, you can benefit from these. I mean, these really work out your fingers. That's why I do some kind of slur exercises every day. But also, if you're an advanced guitarist, if you're even more advanced than me, I'm sure that this is something that is really helpful. So it can really cover all levels. So that was the 3rd string. And here is the 4th string, same thing. This one's gonna feel so much different because it's a wound string. Why did I pluck that one? Let me try it again. Says he keeps trying to do it backwards. Oof. Yeah. Just remember that it's going to be ascending. So you're going to do the hammer-ons first and then descending. Maybe that'll help. And now we're going to do the fifth string. And these I can already feel in my hands. Like my hands feel like they're getting such a workout right now. 1 4 2 3 4 1 3 2. And then remember this one other thing I was thinking with this is making sure your fingers are not flying too far off of the fretboard. So keeping them just kind of right above the string, ready to play the next note. If you do something like this, look how much farther away your finger is from the fretboard. So when you have to go play again, you're just slowing yourself down and creating an unevenness that we want to avoid and to make beautiful music. So just try to, as much as you can with these, to go slow enough that you can make sure that you're doing all of these things. That's why these exercises are great, because they're like just focusing on your technique. You don't have to worry about the music that you're playing. That's because that always adds its own host of issues, right? So we're working on keeping our fingers close to the fretboard, kind of above the fret that they would be playing, right? So my first finger is always above the first fret. My second finger is always above this fret that it's playing, the second fret. My second finger's above this one, third finger's above here, and fourth finger's above this fret. So they're always kind of ready to play. Ken asks, are you necessarily doing anything specific with the right hand or just alternating I and M? I'm just alternating I and M the whole time. I would not worry about your right hand because we're just going to focus all of our attention on the left hand here. So whatever you can do in the right hand and that's easiest, I am probably is the easiest. Cool. So that's my first exercise that I like. That one, 1 4 2 3 4 1 3 2. The next one is similar, and we're gonna go back to the second string, with your first finger, and you're gonna play this time 1 3 2 4, and then 4 2. Yeah, so you're playing just two notes. You're playing one note and then slurring the second note. So watch. So 1, I only played that note, and then 2 to 4, I'll pluck the 2 and put my fourth finger down. Fred suggests a video on changing strings, like how to take strings off and put new strings on. Is that what you mean, Fred Guitar? I know I've thought about making that video so much because that is a question I get asked a lot. Is that what you mean, where you like just changing out your strings for new ones? Okay, so once again, you pluck. It's every note, every other note is plucked. So yeah, so thank you. Phil put it in the comments. So it's 1 and 3 are one finger, and 2 and 4 are another finger. So 1 and 3, 2 and 4. And we'll do more notes at a time eventually, but we're gonna do just this. So I would just do I am there. Can you see my right hand in this? Let's see if I can. Kind of. Let me see if I can move my right hand up so you can see it. Ugh. Okay, so 1 3 2 4, and then we'll do the same thing descending. 1 3 2 4 4 2 3 1. And so in that pattern of 4 notes, I've only played 2 fingers on my right hand. We'll slide up a fret. same thing. We're gonna go all the way up to the 7th fret, and then back. Alright, that's the 2nd string, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the 3rd string. Oh, Fred guitar, you're joking that you would still watch me polishing my guitar. Thank you, I appreciate that you like my personality, but I have thought about making that video because I know there's a lot of people that are confused about how to change classical guitar strings. Classical guitar strings are different to change than other guitar strings that have like the ball ends or something, because you actually have to tie at the bridge. You have to tie the guitar to the strings to the guitar at the bridge. So sometimes people are confused about how to change their strings. My guitar here has a 12-hole bridge, where most classical guitars have a 6-hole bridge. So I could even talk about that. But maybe that's it. Maybe that's something I would do. I don't know. I know a lot of you guys probably do know how to change your strings, but it's hard to know without meeting everybody what you guys could need. All right. So now I'm on the 4th string. That's right. Ahmad asks, do you have a certain piece, etude or prelude, that can sum up all of these patterns? No. I usually just do these. To be honest, I do these patterns like while I watch TV in the morning. Let me think. So I don't do these with a specific piece. I just kind of like do them. I just kind of do them as like an exercise for my fingers. Let me think if I have a... Okay, so that was 1, 3, 2, 4. Yeah, we're gonna do more complicated combinations. Insidia says there are more complicated. We'll do some more. I don't want to get too complicated because for more complicated ones, maybe I would want to put them on the screen, which I don't have right now. But we could do some in the future, some more complicated ones. There's like the whole, like I do a lot of, if you want to do more of these, I recommend Carlavaro book, which I can't find right now. It's usually right here. Oh, here it is. There's a ton. There's like a whole book of left hand exercises like this, and Carlavaro has, and also Catharologos is where I get a lot of these from. So there's some books that have tons. Let's see. Yeah, Insidia says we can do some of those without plucking just the first note. Yeah, so that was the next one I was gonna do. That's true. That's a good warm up, is just doing 2 at a time. But now we can do these with just plucking just the first note. So the first note we're gonna do is, let's try this one. So now we're gonna pluck just 1 note, and we're gonna hammer on 4 notes. So you're gonna pluck we're gonna do the same pattern going up to the 7th fret and back, and we're gonna do strings 2, 3, 4, and 5. But you're gonna start with your first finger, and you're gonna hammer on to this. So 2, 3, 4, and then right. Well, I guess we could pull off 2 instead of doing it as 2 separate ones. Let's do 2, 3, 4, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. So I only plucked the first note, and then here I only plucked the first note. So it's 4. See how you do with that. Is more important than the speed. If you're not playing this as fast as I am, that's okay, as long as the I'm trying to talk as it is. As long as the I'm on the 4th string now. If you're not playing as fast as I am, it's okay as long as the sound is good. You'll get it faster later. And if you're playing it faster, just check that it sounds good. If not, just slow it down and then speed back up again. Keeping it really even, all the notes are even. I'm not doing something like. They all have to be exactly even. It takes a lot of control in the left hand. It seems like it's easy, but it's not. Cool, so that one made my hands kind of tired. And then if that one's tricky as well, you could do a similar thing we did before, where it's just 2 notes to one finger. If the 4 is too much, and then work up to 4. Another thing we can do is, let's see, this one is kind of tricky. Let's do this. Let's do this one. We'll go back to just doing 2 notes. If someone plays all of the etudes and preludes of Villalobos, can one say that technically this guitar player has good technique? That's a really good, interesting question. I mean, if you could play them well, yeah, I mean, if you could play all of them and they sound good, then I would say, I mean, I guess you could possibly play these pieces with bad technique, and just because you played it with bad technique doesn't mean that, you have good technique. That just because you can play it doesn't mean that you have good technique. It depends on how well you play. But yeah, that would be a really good way to work on your technique if you want to get better, to play all of the preludes and etudes by Villalobos. That would be certainly an undertaking, and you probably, if you really worked well and efficiently, you probably would get much better at your technique. I haven't done that. I haven't played all of them. I've played a lot of them. Okay, so the next one I'm doing is going to be groups of 2 again. So this one's kind of fun because you can do 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, and then we're going to pull off 4, 3, 4, descending, we'll do 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Yeah, this one is a little complicated. Here, I'll write these in the. Let me write it in the chat real quick. So we've got 1 to 2, and then 1 to 3, and then 1 to 4. That's the first one, and then descending will be 4 to 3, 4 to 2, 4 to 1. That maybe will help it make it seem less complicated. I should have had the notes on the screen. I didn't think of it until maybe that'll help. So the little brackets I wrote are the where the groupings for plucking the notes, and then that's the fingering. So I'm gonna do this on the third string. So it's 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Next, sliding down and sliding and skipping intervals, yeah. Fifth string. Oh, my hand's getting tired actually from that one. Right hand slipped. Alright, so that was that last one. That one was a little complicated. So yeah, we'll practice these ones for a little while. These are what I usually do, like as a warm-up. I usually do like two or three of these in a warm-up session. I'll pick 2 or 3 slur exercises with both ascending and descending, like these ones. I would pick maybe 2 out of these, or maybe some different ones. And if you are new to these kinds of exercises, maybe do one of these a day. as like a warm-up, just pick one of them, pick the first one we did, and then the next day do the second one we did. And if you get a little bit faster with it, you can do more in a practice session. But these really work out my left hand. I always feel like if I do a bunch of slur exercises with my left hand feels like really ready to play anything at that point. And it makes it a little bit easier later. You really have to work hard for it. You have to have some strength in your fingers and some control. And just remember to keep everything even. Don't let things get too rushed. And keep your hands really close to the fingerboard, as close as possible. And then you're pretty much set. So remember, just also be careful if your hands start to hurt. Take a break. Sometimes after I do these, my hands start to feel like tired, but it's more like fatigued, like they're tired more than like a pain. So if you have pain in your hand, maybe stop and assess what could be causing that. It could be that your hand's not in a good position, so just make sure you're relaxed and you're in a good position. But these are some exercises for this, and if you like these, next time I can throw in some more complicated ones, and I'll put them on the screen so that they're easier to see. We can do some more of ones that are a little bit harder to explain, but I can put the numbers on the screen or something. But for now, this is a good introduction for these exercises. And like I said, it's an introduction, but like these are ones that I do like every day or every other day at least. So I think they're really valuable. And like I said, they're valuable for if you just started playing guitar or if you are advanced. So cool. Well, thank you everybody for being here. This is a fun exercise. And everybody seemed like they enjoyed it. Arthur wants to know if there's a drinking game to go with practicing guitar. It is a good time to start drinking because it's the holidays. That's like the classic time to drink. Is there a drinking game? Every time you miss a note, you gotta take a drink. But it was fun seeing you guys, and oh wow, Krister says it's past midnight in Stockholm. Good night in Stockholm then, and it was nice. Thanks for joining me. Thanks Ken for being here. Thank you everybody. So I'll see you guys next week. Have a great Christmas. I hope that you stay safe, and I'll see you next time.